Fly 2s. Yeah, absolutely buzzing after getting into these again. And all we need now is a couple of cats. There's some nutter in the sea. Guess who that is? What I will do though, however, is emerge from a bush, Robin Marbot style, and get on my run. What we got?
Yeah.
Have you got a picture?
Yeah.
So only prizes to see if you can guess who they were. Now, some of you have come out to Portugal for New Year's, and as you can see, it's a bit sunnier and warmer than it is back home by all accounts, but it's not actually that warm, 15 degrees. Now, we live on a little island, and so they're currently digging up all the pipes on the island, so there's not really anywhere to run. So I get the ferry out here to the mainland in Olio, and then I got a taxi then today, or an Uber, over to Quinta del Lago, where all the influencers go. So I thought I want to check it out, and they also play golf over there, and I thought I'd be able to do a nice little run. And there's a picture of the boat, and you can see you have to walk along this little walkway just off the ferry, and here's the main road through Olio. And I'm going to pan back in a minute, back to the ferry point. And any minute now, my Uber should hopefully be approaching to take me to Quinta del Lago.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello, Tim.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you. Hello everybody, hope you're doing okay. Happy New Year. Got an interesting sign here. Welcome to Portugal. I've come to Quinta del Lago, not to play golf. You've got the San Lorenzo Golf Club that direction, but do an interval session, first one of the year, well, first run of the year in fact, 8 by 3 minutes with 60 seconds recovery. I can see if I can find a trail heading back towards Faro Airport, and I'll take you a little ride along the way. Okay, so definitely think I've reached the posh end of Portugal here in Quinta del Lago. We're on the road toward Rua Jure, about to head onto this trail, which will hopefully start my intervals. I've got 8 by 3 minutes with 60 seconds rest, so I'm still coughing a bit. So I'm going to see how I feel with this one. I think I might have the wind into my face. I'm making excuses already, and I've got arm warmers on, and it's sunny in Portugal. It's about 15 degrees. But I don't know, I just feel like a bit sort of chilly. So we can always roll them up later, can't we? Anyway, I've got a bit of an ensemble of kit here. I've got my lava loops, shorts pockets, fully laden with all sorts of stuff. And I have to wrap around the top as well, because I'm feeling in that afterwards going to be a bit cold. And I'm going to have to get an Uber back from somewhere near the airport, I think. Right, let's get on with this first interval. We've got 40 seconds to go. Okay, first interval done. I've also tried different positions for my Insta Go. I've got it on a sort of magnet clip here. I had it down below, down by my waist, so you might see more of my knees than you do of my legs. But I thought I'd just do a little route around this estate and then head back on the trail for the next few. Okay, that's the next one I'm going. Right, off again then. Okay, second one done. We're doing about 6:30, 6:40 pace. I don't feel too bad. I had to carry the camera there. So right in the heart of San Lorenzo Golf Club here, I think, where the reception is behind me here. Looks like some places to stay. Right, I've only got 10 seconds, but crack on, haven't I? Okay, 5 done. We're on a sort of sandy trail, but it's quite firm, so it's not really an issue. Got some golfers up ahead on the presumed San Lorenzo course, or one of them. So many courses around here. I've never actually played one of these. I did play one out more towards the east side of Benamor, I think it was called. Quite a nice one, but it's sort of a bit more affordable, shall we say. Right, another 17 seconds. Starting to feel this a bit now. We get out this little rise here. That might help. Oh, it's great views. If nothing else, 6 down. Starting to feel that one a bit. I think those cyclists are going. Looks a bit uphill, but maybe we'll get some more of a tarmac path. Looks like we've got a tee box here. Stick my camera over the straight into the sun. And then, must be a par 3, surely. Quite a short one by the looks of it. Right, 2 more. 15 seconds to go. Yeah, T15. One more to go. I wasn't expecting this. I found a road. Not sure if I'm on the right track or not. I've got some cyclists up ahead. They're now out of sight, but yeah, 30 seconds. I'm feeling sort of pleasantly warm now in these armors. They're a new Nike style one for Robin. Playfly 2s. Yeah, absolutely buzzing after getting into these again. And all we need now is a couple of cats. What I will do though, however, is emerge from a bush, Robin Marbot style, and get on my run. Okay, session done. I'm nowhere near where I thought I was going to be, so that's a bit of a bugger. And I need to find somewhere to get a Uber from, I think. It's going to be too far to run back to where I was meant to be, if I even can. Navigation errors, badly. Anyway, session was all right. Last bit there, straight uphill. So I think they're about 6:30, 6:40, something like that. Yeah, still feeling a bit sort of under the weather. But I do now feel slightly more warmed up. I think it's a sign of something, isn't it? When got arm warmers in bright sunshine and feeling fairly warm, but feeling cold. They do sort of provide some compression. So when you get sweaty or cold or rainy, they do actually feel almost colder. So I always feel like I wear arm warmers to keep myself warm, and that is entirely the intention today, not to be aero in an 8 by 3 minute session. But there is a certain element, is it, that if you have them nice and tight like a cyclist with Lycra, then it might make a bit of a difference. Who knows? Right, what are we saying here? Pinheiros, Altos, that's golf down there. Quinta Formosa. Anyway, it was a nice little detour. Maybe some civilization miles over there between some sort of river and up a muddy mountain, or so it seems. So right, I think I'll clock back in when I find somewhere to get an Uber back. So I hope you found this interesting. Like and subscribe on that, and see you on the next one. Or rather, we'll go and have a look at the spreadsheet of this data, see what we're looking, and see how Sue looks in a swimming costume, which she wears permanently, just depends what she's got at the top, really. Oh dear.
So just a bit of context to where we are. This is Armona, where we're staying. This is Olio, where I got the boat from, across this water here. And then today I was running at Quinta del Lago over here, and here is Faro Airport. I've done all the Faro, I've done all of Olio, I've done all the Faceta this way, and one day I'll maybe get to Vera. And if you scroll across a bit more, we come to Villarreal, which is on the Portugal-Spain border. And if you go right over to Spain, we eventually come over to Seville, which obviously I did the Seville Marathon twice. So here was the run today, 15 degrees according to Strava, and only a wind of 8.4, so it wasn't too bad. It did feel sort of slightly cold, but it was nice and sunny. Got quite cold in the evening when we got back to Armona. This is the route I took. I started there by that New Year's sign, and then I came down here. I made a bit of an error actually, because I was hoping to go on this path here, Camino do Ludo, all the way over towards Faro Airport. But I took the wrong turn by mistake and actually went on this path, which is a bit further north, and basically ended up just doing a complete circuit of Quinta del Lago with San Lorenzo Golf Course there in the middle. I think the actual Quinta del Lago course is one up here, although where I finished off was actually the Quinta del Lago Hotel, so I think the whole area is kind of known as that. So all these Strava stores here, obviously it's the first day of the year, so I got a year best, obviously, in every single distance. Quick look at the laps there, basically, as I was showing in the annotation on the screen. So, yeah, the first one started off at 6:38. I wasn't quite sure that the gap was 6:15. I'm not sure I quite believe that. But anyway, we'll take it. I think some of these, like the last one, was significantly uphill, so the gap is more significant. So I think if you compare the gap of the last one, 6:44, to the actual pace on the first one, I was doing a reasonably even effort, although by the end, my heart rate had crept up into, I think it got up to 153 at the end because of that severely uphill one. But the rest of them, I think they were hovering around about 6:30, 6:40-ish. So yeah, I take that for sure. Not feeling A1 great. My fitness and freshness graph is looking pretty bad of late. This is the last 6 months view, and it got into sort of like a peak in the summer. I do find with this Strava stuff, it's very much dependent on the volume you do, not necessarily the quality. So when I was actually racing quite well over 5K through November and December, then actually my fitness went down because I wasn't doing so many miles, but I was actually improving week on week. And then I had sort of this man flu virus, and then obviously didn't run or do much at all for 2 weeks. And it shot right down. I think that was almost the worst it's been forever. It's been gradually creeping back up again. But if we look at a 2-year view, I'm now virtually, according to Strava, at my lowest fitness for a long, long time. The sort of peak here was when I was doing Seville Marathon, now almost 2 years ago. So yeah, time flies, doesn't it, for sure. So I'll see if I can get back to some sort of fitness this year. I think my aims this year would just be to try and avoid having hobbling all the time. I'm still struggling a bit with this Achilles injury, although today I managed to sort of get round, but afterwards just gets really stiff, and by tomorrow morning it'll probably be okay again. Anyway, it's just one of those things, I suppose, when you get to 58. But if I can solve it, then hopefully I'll be going a bit better. I'd like to do a bit of track on the summer again, a bit of 5K, 10Ks. I don't think I've really got any marathon plans until I'm 60, which will be now in, well, next year, actually, which is kind of worrying, isn't it? Although it's best part of 2 years, because it's November 2026 will be my 60th birthday. But I'll do 60K on my 50th, I'm not sure. Anyway, I hope you found this interesting. Like and subscribe with that, and see you next one then. Bye.